Hi YouTube, it's me, Mr. Nasty Nate, 1985. Sorry for the wobbliness, but yeah, that's me, Mr. Nasty Nate, 1985. That's me. Anywho, I haven't made a video in a while. Just wanted to do a little review, maybe a little recap about myself. Why don't I turn the camera around real quick and talk about myself before I start doing the review. Real quick, I haven't made a video in a while because I've just been really super busy. I'm getting married by next year. My fiance moved in with me back in January, and yeah, I'm getting married. Woohoo! It's pretty awesome, right? I'm excited about it. Not that you need to know too much about my personal life, but yeah. Just, giving an explanation why I haven't been on YouTube or haven't really done anything for YouTube in a while. She's awesome. She's okay with my knife habits, my knife addictions. It's great. I feel great about that. Anywho, back to business, right? Back to business. I got a knife to review. I've reviewed a similar knife before. But this is the high end of the series, and I'll flip this camera around on my little setup. Here's my setup basically. Got a bowl, my new phone, the phone I'm using right now, which you can see in the reflection of the old phone. But as you can see, I've tried making this video a few times, but it just doesn't seem right every time I do it, so I delete it, and now we're here. So, anyway, here's the knife, Buck Vantage Pro. Like I said, this is the high end of the Vantage series. I used to have a Vantage Select. I've done a review on the Vantage Select. It's the same knife. It's the same knife, except this is micarta handle scales, which actually gives a substantial difference in weight to it. They're thick. They're full on micarta handle scales. The knife, for some reason today, is having a little bit of a slip issue. It's not slipping out as easily as it was. Of course, I've been using this now for 3 weeks. Haven't sharpened it once. Here's some paper cutting. Let's see if I get this right. Pretty slick, right? Oh, no, not that one. There we go, right here. Oh, come on. Give it to me. Nah, come on. Where's a good piece of paper here? There we go. Here we go. Ready? Ah, S30V steel. The other Vantage Selects have 428C. Good steel. Good heat treatment. Paul Bowes, heat treat aficionado at Buck Knives. This one has a stamp for it. Let you know, Paul Bowes heat treat. Same thing, Buck, USA, 347 is the catalog number for this. S30V steel. Sorry, my camera doesn't focus very well. I don't know. I can't make it focus any better than that, guys. Sorry about that, but from afar, look at how good it looks. Look at how awesome that is. You've already seen about 1 million reviews on this, I'm sure. I've seen a couple of reviews on YouTube. I just want to talk about my knife. My knife is awesome. I love my knife. Great. Perfect for everything. This is a gentleman's knife. This is my gentleman's knife. This is what I use every day. That's why I got this, is I was looking for another nice gentleman's knife. But this one in particular was the Harley Davidson version, has S30V steel. It's got really good Rockwell hardness. It's got genuine micarta handle scales. It's got this little pendant in the handle. Awesome. Like I said, the construction of it is not much different from the Vantage Select. Works the same. It's got the flipper opener, as long as I don't end up dragging it on my finger like that. It comes out pretty well. Got a thumb hole. Thumb hole is good. Fits very well in the hand. Good lockup. very good lockup. No side to side, no side to side, no front to back. Very strong lockup. Very strong lockup. Apparently it's hard for me today to close the thing right now. Anywho, very awesome knife. Now what I meant about the whole Harley Davidson thing is that a lot of people will want to get something like a Sebenza for a gentleman's knife. The epitome of all knives. The granddaddy. Chris Reeves. Way to be, right? Well, that's $300, $400, $500. I can't afford that. Between you and me and the lamp post, I can't afford $300, $400, $500 knife. I can think of about 10 million different things that I could use $300, $400, $500 on better than a knife. This only cost me under $70, okay? Which a lot of you who might be watching my channel would think, holy crap, you spent under $70, so what, $69.99, $69.99 on a knife? Yes, I did. I like knives. I love knives, okay? That's the thing. I get a hard on for knives. If I want to spend $5 on a little slip joint that I see at the swap meet, I will. One that looks really nice, really cool. I know it's not going to work worth a fuck after 5 cuts, but I still want it. And if I see a knife that's $200, let's say $200, okay, that's where I draw the line. $200, maybe $250. So I've got my eyes set on a zero tolerance 560. I really like that knife. That would be awesome. So anywho, that one's about $260. This one was, let's say, $65, okay? If I remember it correctly. I paid them about $65 for this over at Blade Runner Knives. What I did is I got this knife and I gave my old Select to Richard at Blade Runner Knives, and he said that he has a program that when people donate knives, instead of trying to make money off of them, he likes to give them, like if he can't buy a knife from you and sell it and flip it, if he takes your donation, he will give it to a veteran. He himself is a veteran of Vietnam War. He was around the tail end of it. He never had a good time in it. He has told me some serious stories before. Sad, scary, whatever. But he knows a gentleman. He told me about a gentleman that day when I went and bought this knife. He told me that he knows a gentleman that usually comes in about once a month, once every 2 months to get a new knife, because he just gets these cheap knives that are like, the Rough Riders or the Frost cutleries or the, just United cutleries. Little simple knives that don't have very good steel. So he only spends anywhere between $5 or $20 on them. They're not that great a steel. Not that they're bad knives. I mean, really, like Cutlery Lover has said, that it really depends on how much work you want to put into a knife. If you were one of those guys that only gets S30V steel because that's the best steel, bottom line, you don't want to use any other steel because of how strong it is and how sharp it stays, then that's fine. If you want to get like a Buck 110 folder, which is only 420HC steel, high carbon steel, but you have to work with that knife. You work with that knife, you use it, it gets dull, you sharpen it up. If you know how to sharpen and maintain your knives, then you wouldn't have a problem. You shouldn't have a problem with whatever steel you get, as long as you know how to maintain them. This knife, on the other hand, like I said, I was using it for 3 weeks, and it still cuts like a champ. 3 weeks straight, not one sharpening session at all. It's awesome. This edge is just great. Anyway, my old Select goes to that guy. I get this one. I love it. This is, like I said, the gentleman's knife that I love to carry every day. I don't leave the house without this knife. This is a great knife. I usually carry this, and in my car is my man purse, which I will make a video of soon, okay, and also a bigger fixed blade. Fixed blade mainly because it's good to have one. The bag, it has, medical kit, fire starting kit, water container, food, It's a man purse, I'll make a video on that later. I'll show you and tell you all about my man purse. But for right now, just wanted to come back into the YouTube realm with another video on a knife. This video mainly was more about me storytelling than this knife, and I realize that now as I'm rambling. But regardless, I hope you enjoyed this video, and I will see you next time. Go get a Vantage Pro. They're awesome. Alright, thanks. Bye-bye.